Alright, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we have a special video. I'm going to be talking about how you can charge your PEV on the go, whether that's an electric scooter, an e-bike, or an EUC, a one-wheel. I'll show you how you can get that done with one simple adapter. I brought my adapter with me, I have my charger with me as well. And what we're going to do is charge this bike up. I'm currently sitting at 57%. I'm not going to do a full charge for this video. I don't have enough time to wait for 2 hours to get this bike fully charged, but I will show you how much you can get charged within about 10 to 20 minutes. After I'm done charging, I'll be showing you guys what battery percentage we actually ended up at and how long it took. I'll be setting timers and make sure I take video and screenshots of that battery percentage. That's enough talking for now. Let's get to that station and get this thing charged. Let's go. So what I did was a quick Google search for the closest charging stations to me. These are mainly meant for charging your electric car, but with a simple J connector. I'll post a picture of it and the name of the adapter. You can get your EV charged, no problem. It's an adapter for the charging ports. Electric car chargers use a few different standardized ports. And what it is it's an adapter from the electric car charge port to an outlet port that you would just use to charge your bike at home. They're not super expensive either. I ordered mine on Amazon. It took about 3 weeks to get here. There are more expensive ones that you can get on Prime, but that is not important for this video. Today we're going to be going to what's known a company called ChargePoint. They have charge stations all over San Francisco. So what we'll do is we'll just route ourselves there and then get this thing charged. Now I looked online and I'll post a screenshot of this as well. I believe it's $2 per hour to use, or $2 per kilowatt hour, I believe might have been what the charge is. I have had this adapter for a few months now, and I've just been waiting for the right time to use this charger and test it out. I don't have any accounts with any of these charging companies. I'm assuming I can just use my credit card right at the outlet and be able to pay for the electricity there. So hopefully this isn't too complicated of a process. I have a few other stations that we'll also go to if this one fails. I know there have been issues where some charging stations, the plugs just don't work. So we'll sort all of that out in today's video. Convertible Corvette. Z06, I think, too. So I believe the charger is down this alleyway here. We'll be able to tell shortly. Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, I see the charger now. So what we can do here, pull up to the ChargePoint station. We're going to take out our charger, our adapter, and I'm thinking about removing the battery as well. I think it's just safer and better if I do it this way in case anything goes wrong. So just as a sanity check, I want to show you guys the current percentage. We're at 56% right now. Let's see what 15 minutes gets us. Okay, so as you guys can see, we have our adapter. It's the J connector. You can see it right there. It should, just have to pay before I take that off, but this connector should match with this ChargePoint connector. We also have our e-bike battery and the Talaria charger. So let's get started. First step. Okay, so we actually have to download and sign up for the ChargePoint app. Let's do that. was hoping it was just plug and play. I didn't know I needed to sign up for an account, but I think what happens is you get stats from the EV charger so that you don't have to sit here and wait for your vehicle to charge. So what we'll do is we'll sign up quickly. Okay, so now with the app installed, you can simply hold your phone near the outlet and it should charge your credit card. As you can see, I just got a test charge right there for $1 and we should be good to charge. So before I do that, what I think I'm going to do is set up our battery on this side, line up the connectors there. All right, and then I should simply be able to plug my charger into this end and plug the adapter into the charge cable here. So let's get started. And we're ready to charge. Okay. Just tap once. Okay, so now we're able to disconnect the plug, and as you can see, this is a J connector. It's not actually called a J connector. I don't remember the actual full name, but let me make sure I get this right. There we go. Okay, we're connected. You can see there's $0, 0 energy added, and time elapsed. We're already at a minute, so let's get started. What I am going to do first is set a timer. Let's set a timer for 15 minutes. Okay? Timer set for 15 minutes. We're gonna charge and then see what percentage we end at. Started at 56. Let's see if this works. Okay, my Telaria charger just turned on. That's a good sign. And you can see we're charging 100 watts. Oh, now 600 watts. I wonder what it peaks out at. We're at 0.9. We're at 1 kilowatt. And we can see that the charging indicator on our battery as well. Realistically, we are only going to pull the max amount of current that this charger can pull. And there's actually a rating on the side of it. I'll make sure I take a picture of that and show you guys. We're currently between 1.3 kilowatts and 1.2 kilowatts. I think that should be completely fine. Yeah, we're at 72 volts. I'm not sure what the max output current is on this charger, but I'll do a quick calculation on screen to show you guys how much current we're pulling and what the max output power that we're pulling from this machine is. As you can see, the max output is 84 volts at 15 amps. That should equate to approximately 1.3 kilowatts. I'll make sure I show you guys the math on screen. But as you guys can see, we're charging no problem. I would love to see how much we have spent so far. Let's look at our ChargePoint app. Our current session, we are charging. I think this just needs to update. Let's check our activity. Here, we're charging right now. We have spent $2 so far. And we've charged almost 0.02 kilowatt hours. This battery is almost 2.8 kilowatt hours, if I remember correctly. And so far we have a small percentage of that we're currently charging. We have about almost, well not almost, but we're like 0.6% of the total battery capacity in the, I believe it's 3 minutes. About 3 or 4 minutes that we've started charging. And the nice thing about this app is that you get a full chart to show how many kilowatts you've charged or how many kilowatt hours you've charged over time. Also your costs, the time elapsed. And yeah, this is great. So far so good. It's been a pretty easy process. I'm happy that both of these chargers work as well. That's pretty sweet. And to be honest, I'm pretty lucky since I'm in San Francisco. We have EV chargers in most of the big parking lots out here. Even some apartment buildings will have EV chargers that you can use as well. If you're on the go, it's very easy to search up a close EV charging station and then just pull over and charge your battery while you're at it. So far we have 10.5 minutes left for this charge. I'm a huge fan of this charger that Talaria gave with the bike as well. It's like super fast charging. I believe it's 15 amps. I can get this battery charged from about 20 to full in 2 hours. From 0 to full, I believe it's like a little bit, it's like 2.5 hours or something. But yeah, I've never had to, like, you know, wait around for too long before needing to recharge this battery. I honestly haven't been riding as much as of late, so I have been leaving my battery as is and not charging it on the last few rides that I've been on. When I first got the bike, I ended up charging it after every single ride, which I realized was not good for the health of the battery. I believe these are lithium-ion cells, and if you're not going to ride your bike for any prolonged period of time, it is best to leave your battery not at 100%. I believe anywhere from like 70 to 80% is ideal. Anything close to that is fine as well. But if you leave your battery at 100% for any long period of time, the health of the cells is going to degrade. There's actually a configuration of, I forget the name of the battery. They're pretty much like, these e-bike batteries actually have a configuration of smaller batteries. I'll leave pictures of them in the video. So most e-bike batteries have a configuration of those smaller cells, a certain number of them in series and a certain number of them in parallel. And those configurations determine how much voltage your battery is going to output. The higher the voltage and the higher the capacity, the more batteries that you'll need, which is why a battery like this is heavy. And if you look at the new E-Ride SR, E-Ride Pro SR, and the Alta Sigma, those batteries are even heavier than this one. I believe this one is under 40 pounds. I think the SR and the Alta Sigma batteries are over 40 pounds, which is crazy when you really think about it. But if you want that extended range, that's what you have to do. And this also applies to EVs. A lot of EVs on the market right now are much heavier than their internal combustion engine counterparts because of the battery. These things weigh a ton, and if you want a long range and better capacity, you're gonna have to pack more cells in there. You do not want to leave your battery at 100% if you're not gonna use your bike for a long time. What happens is some of the cells in your battery will start discharging on their own. Ideally, in an ideal battery, all of the cells are outputting the same voltage always. Now, this is part of the job of the BMS, is also to balance out the voltage of each of the cells. If I have a cell that's at 3.2 volts while everything else is at 3.5 volts, I believe the BMS's job is to bring the voltage of all the cells to an even number, to make sure that it's the same voltage throughout. Because when you have one particular cell or a few cells out of all of them at a lower voltage, you're going to be outputting a lower battery percentage, or the battery percentage is just not going to be correct. And this is how batteries end up dying over time. If a single cell in this battery ends up dying, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm fairly certain that the battery will die. So you'll have to bring it to someone or open up the battery and figure out which cell is the root cause, and then replace it to use your battery once again. Anyway, that's enough yapping. Quick update for you guys. We are at 4 minutes, and it looks like we have spent still only $2. Like I said, I believe the rate is $2 per hour that you use the charger, no matter what wattage you're pulling. I'll confirm that and post a link in the description of this video and on screen to show you guys what the pricing is for these electric chargers. I think this needs to be refreshed. Let's take another look. We're actually at $2.06. We've been charging for 11 minutes. and we are now at 0.2 kilowatt hours, which is insane. That is just under 10% capacity of this battery in 11 minutes. Absolutely insane. But to know the true percentage, we're gonna have to wait until this is done and then check our battery percentage. I honestly think electric is the future, and the only thing that needs to catch up at this point is the technology. A lot of people get this range anxiety when using electric vehicles, and I completely get it. I've had it with my aerial rider E-Class, I've had it with my scooter, and I sometimes have it with this Talaria MX-5 here, although it's much less range anxiety. I get about 40 miles with this vehicle here. You don't have to worry about range anxiety if you can just pull over and you're able to charge and top up your battery, especially if you're able to top it up very quickly. You know, that's another concern for people. They don't want to have to sit in their car and wait an hour or two for their car battery to charge up. Whereas compared to gas, you go to a gas station, fill up within a few minutes, and you're good to go. The technology is getting really, really good. With Tesla, there are Tesla superchargers that will charge your battery up at a much higher output. And this is not great for the battery, but as I said, the technology is getting a lot better. The R&D sector at Samsung, they were able to build batteries that were able to be supercharged in a crazy quick speed. I'll leave a link to the article as well. They were able to charge these batteries at a very high power output without affecting the health of the battery, which is really, really good news. Hopefully this technology and these patents are spread out and become widespread, so that companies can implement these solutions and allow us to very quickly charge our batteries. We have hit the 15-minute mark. We're a little bit over, so we are officially at 18 minutes and 30 seconds. I am going to unplug this charger and also unplug the charger from the battery. We can see our stats now for our charge. We were able to get 0.35 kilowatt hours. We paid a total of $2.15. We charged for a total of, I would say it's a minute less, about 17 minutes and 43 seconds. I didn't plug it in until the 1 minute mark. And yeah, this is really, really great. Only $2.15. It would not cost me that much more to keep it charging for the rest of the hour. I'll post the payment plan, of course, in this video so that you guys are aware of that. And let's get this battery in the bike and see where we're at. Okay, first time turning on the bike post-charge, and just like that, we are at 70%. We had started at 56%. That's 14% of the battery charged in approximately 17 minutes. That is amazing. That's almost 1-to-1. We almost got 1 percentage per minute we charged, which means I could charge this battery from 0 to 100 in 100 minutes, which is amazing. Anyway, that's the video for today, guys. I want to thank you a lot for watching, and I'll leave some links and resources in the description of this video. I'll also leave a link to this wonderful adapter that I picked up for around $30. Very affordable. As I mentioned, there are more expensive options out there on the market, but this is really all you need to charge your battery. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.